Good afternoon. I'm Bill McCaughey. I'm the Director of the Office of Fuel Cycle Research and Development, and I will be presenting the call for the mission supporting call for fuel cycle technologies, MS Fc1. I'm the federal point of contact for this area. Jack Law at Idaho National Laboratory is the technical point of contact. We had this a similar call last year. We made one award. Now this mission supporting is a $400,000 award as opposed to the program supporting awards, which are $800,000 each. And we received 17 pre-proposals last year, and like I said, we made one award. We anticipate next year to make one, possibly two awards, but certainly no more than two. This is the work scope, the proposed work scope we have for this year. It's almost identical to last year's work scope. We cleaned up a little bit of the wording, but it's primarily the mission of the Fuel Cycle Research and Development Program without any limitations. So you see our mission is twofold. The first part has to do with nuclear waste management, which we call used fuel disposition, research and development. And the second has to do with developing advanced fuel cycle technologies in fuels, material recovery, and waste forms. And it's this is mission supporting so that it's wide open. We are not limiting this in any way to any specific issue or topic. Yesterday, my colleague Patricia Pavier presented one of the program supporting parts of fuel cycle technology. She said her advice to folks was, don't try to invent something new, stick with what we do. Well, that doesn't apply here. We want you to think outside the box. So your only constraint here is what we're authorized to fund or spend money on within the budget process. So a good guide to that is our budget request, which you can find on energy.gov/budget-performance. Sure, if you just Google DOE budget, it won't take you long to find the budget request. And you can go to Fuel Cycle Research and Development under the Office of Nuclear Energy, and that's your guide there. It also will give you some detail as to the kind of activities we conduct in each of the program areas. This shows you graphically the scope of what we do. You see the fuel cycle here, starting with uranium supply, ending with final disposal of waste products. And the highlighted or the filled-in boxes show you what we spend our money on, the work the topics, the issues. So you see the first area in the front end of the fuel cycle is seawater extraction of uranium, followed by fuel development, then recycling and waste form development, interim storage, and final disposal. And then underneath you see that safeguards and security by design, which kind of that's all encompassing, and what we do there has to do with advanced instrumentation on material protection, accounting, and control technologies. Of the 17 pre-proposals we had last year in this area, 9 were in fuels, 4 were in recycle, and there was 1 in the disposal research and development, 1 in seawater extraction. There were a couple in, not shown on this chart, but we also conduct systems analyses of various types of fuel cycles, and we had 2 in that area. And then 2 were just not, 2 were not applicable to the fuel cycle R&D program. The rest of the slides I have here are just to give you an overview of each of our subprogram areas. And then, so let me just quickly go through those. Here's our program on seawater, extraction of uranium from seawater. So here we're interested in the advanced adsorbent materials placed in the ocean that would then be retrieved once they've collected the uranium, and then it's harvested. So we're looking here at the absorption capacity of various materials, how they selectively absorb uranium, durability, those sort of things. In advanced fuels, yesterday Janelle Eddins presented the program supporting call for advanced fuels. She pointed, I think she even used this slide, she pointed out the areas we're involved in here is in advanced light water reactor fuels with enhanced performance, then advanced reactor fuels such as primarily metallic fuels for fast reactors. And then under that, in the green, you see we also invest in capability development, such as advanced instrumentation and characterization and PIE. And then off to the right is how we link with the NEAMS program for modeling and simulation. In Janelle's talk yesterday, for the program supporting in fuels, we're being very specific this year on a few areas like poolside, non-destructive evaluation, metal alloy cladding for fast reactors, and to address or investigate critical heat flux for accident-tolerant fuel. Now that was in program supporting. In mission supporting, we have no constraints. So if you do have something that is related to one of those areas, please, that's where you should go, is in the program supporting call. But if it's something related to what we do in advanced fuels that's outside of those areas, then please, this is where you would submit a proposal. Next is the Material Recovery Waste Form Development Subprogram. This was presented by Patricia Pavier. And again, the same as in advanced fuels, what we were looking for in this area are very specific in the program supporting area on fission products and electrochemical separations, advanced solvent extraction processes, and then in waste forms, topics on waste glass, tritium, and rubidium corrosion for waste packages. In used fuel disposition R&D, we're conducting research and development in both the storage and transportation area, especially used fuel integrity for extended storage periods, and also in the disposal area. Looking at the wide range of possible disposal concepts and media, geologic media. Material protection, accounting, and control technologies also has a program supporting area. Dan Vega presented that to you yesterday. That would be in, and what we're focusing on there is advanced process monitoring for domestic nuclear safeguards. Here on this slide you can see all of the other areas that we conduct R&D in, and this mission supporting area would be open to all of those. Systems analysis and integration. This isn't on the. This is sort of an all-encompassing type of sub-program. It's not. It wasn't shown on that first chart that I gave you, but we conduct systems analyses on all of the possible fuel cycle options, and conduct neutronics analyses. We look at material flows, the fuel needs going in, waste forms coming out, electricity being produced. All of the you can see on this sheet all of the activities that we conduct in the systems analysis area, and that would be open to proposals in this area too. We had 2 that were related to this area last year. 2 pre-proposals. And that concludes the what I had prepared for presenting for this mission supporting data call. So I'll be happy to take any questions.
Are electrochemical separation technologies that operate in aqueous environments of interest?
Yes. And I would probably say yes to whatever questions you have, because that's the nature of this this area. It's we don't want to be, as long as it's something that we're authorized to work on, and it's part of our, generally part of what we do, then yes, we'd be interested in that.
There are several questions here that, would you like me to ask all the specific questions, or do you think they all do fall within the?
Well, why don't you go ahead? Okay, why don't you go ahead? Sure.
Okay.
If you have time, we can.
Yep.
Are
waste forms other than glass of interest in the call, particularly ceramics, such as zirconium dioxide?
Yes.
Is experimenting and modeling the effect of moist rarefied helium on SNF temperature during vacuum drying of interest? Spent nuclear fuel for SNF.
Modeling and simulation of the
moist
helium.
It looks like helium, but
yeah.
It may be misspelled.
Sure. Yes. That would be certainly be an area of interest in the storage and transportation and the used fuel disposition R&D. Yeah.
Is there any interest for technetium?
Yeah. Yes.
And then the last question is, can folks with a current IRP apply again this year? The answer is, you have a currently funded IRP that will, so the answer to that is, if you have a currently funded IRP as a lead PI, you are not eligible to apply to any part of the FOA. Now, if that IRP ends before December 31st, 2017, or you are not the lead PI, you are eligible to participate. Bill, is near field geochemistry of disposal sites an area of interest?
Yes.
What elements of near field geochemistry are of interest?
I couldn't answer that, but I would say that any, again, it's mission supporting. That is an area of interest for the used fuel disposition research and development. So first of all, technically I couldn't answer that question, but I would say generally for this mission supporting area that all areas would be open. Although I can get back to get back to them on that if they have particular concerns that
So on that question or anything that is specific technical questions, Bill has the individuals who do the program supporting work that can provide more technical detail. We will forward these questions to Bill, who can then find some more specific answers for you if you need them. So the final question is email addresses. Once this webinar concludes, all federal and technical TPOC or points of contact will be available on the nup.gov website, both phone numbers and email addresses. Those can be found under the R&D or IRP tabs under technical points of contact.